Hey guys, so maybe you've come to a point where you're considering incorporating a computer into your keyboard rig for your worship set. Integrating a computer and software instruments into your live worship set can really add value to the worship experience, not only for the congregation, but for you as well as a musician. So today I want to talk to you about two templates that can be incorporated with Apple's Mainstage to take your keyboards rig to a whole nother level. We're going to do a quick overview of SundayKeys by SundaySounds.com and also StageReady by Multitracks.com. All right, so let's get into it. Hi, I'm Todd with Quip Media, and listen, our goal here is to simply equip churches with the training, tools, and tech to better share the gospel. All right, so first of all, just to let you know as we're getting started, the first thing that you're going to need to understand is what do you need to actually incorporate this workflow. Number one, you're going to need a computer, a laptop that you can use with your keyboard rig, preferably at least 16 gigs of RAM so that it has processing power to work with software instruments that you'll be utilizing. And you're going to also need to purchase Mainstage from the App Store. It's about $30 on the App Store, and that's what you're going to need to get started with this workflow. Now, Mainstage can do this in and of itself. It was created to turn your laptop into a live performance keyboard rig, if you will, and you can do the job there. These templates that we're going to kind of take a look at, they are taking Mainstage to another level. That being said, let's take a look at what you're going to get just from Mainstage alone. All right, so we're over here, and when you get ready to launch Mainstage, there's different instruments and options that you can choose for opening up Mainstage depending on what you're trying to utilize. This video is mostly focused on turning your computer into a keyboard rig, so we're going to take a look at what you can do with some of the keyboard setups that are already available inside of Mainstage. All right, so Mainstage kind of starts with a blank slate and you're able to add instruments. And so in this video, I'm not going to get too detailed into Mainstage. I just want you to have an idea of what you're starting with, right? So again, in and of itself, Mainstage can do everything that you need to create instrument patches for your live performances and what have you. And as you can hear, the sound quality is pretty amazing. All of the things that you can do, and this is much more robust than what you would get from, say, like a hardware keyboard, unless you pay a good amount of money. So with just the price that you would spend on a laptop, and maybe a laptop that you already have, you can turn that laptop into a powerful tool for your keyboard rig. And here's the real power behind this whole workflow. Mainstage is going to give you or allow your computer to become an extension of your keyboard rig. And what that's going to give you access to is, if you're familiar with GarageBand or Logic, you'll notice that these channel strips look very similar. But what you're getting access to, instrumentation from the stock library of Logic. That means all of its software synthesizers, the sounds, the patches, all of the things that are going to help you to really take the sound of what you can do live on stage to a whole new level. Utilizing a computer for the processing of your software instruments is going to give you much greater quality because of the computer's processing power and the ability to create more realistic sounds, whether it be strings or pianos or guitars. And not only that, you will also have access to channel strips, which allow you to add EQ and delay and compression and reverbs and just a full array of effects to help you further sculpt the sound, further process the sound. So now you get kind of an idea of what you're getting when you start with Mainstage. So now that we see kind of what Mainstage is coming out of the box, let's take a look at what Mainstage could be when we utilize one of the templates from either SundayKeys or from Multitracks. All right, so we're going to take a look at the SundayKeys template first. This is SundayKeys by SundaySounds.com. And it basically it has taken and laid out a custom layout for Mainstage. This is still Mainstage under the hood, just laid out in a way that's more user-friendly, custom created in order that it makes more sense when you're performing live on stage. And so giving you access to the different faders and knobs to be able to control your reverbs, delays, whatever it might be, and also giving you a number of stacked layered instruments. So I've got my Analog Lab keyboard in here. I've got my worship pads, another altar call pad, modern Rhodes. All of these things are layered together and can be utilized at once, you know. So as you can see, I mean, this is huge. This is a whole lot more sound, a whole lot more at your fingertips by utilizing a computer and adding that to your worship set. Just the number of instruments and what you have access to. And again, all this is done is just taken Mainstage and basically laid it out in a way that's more user friendly and something that you can better utilize in your live worship set. All right, so song patches and different sounds and things that have already been laid out and created. And again, not to get into too much detail, the purpose of this video is just to help you to understand what you're getting and how that this can be helpful if you decide to incorporate a computer into your worship set. Again, you're utilizing the channel strips and the instrumentation that would have been available to you, giving you full access to all of the instruments, your software instruments that you have available on your computer. This one is my Arturia keyboard. And so this does not come with Logic. And so, but I like this piano. And that's one of the cool things about this whole setup. When you do have software instruments already installed on your computer, you have access to those instruments to be able to utilize them during your live worship set. But other than that one instrument, everything else that's set up in these patches are actually sounds or software instruments that come with Mainstage. All of the EQs, the compressors, all of these things are accessible because you have Mainstage. It's a really powerful, powerful tool to be able to add this to your worship set during your live performances. So this is just a quick overview of what SundayKeys looks like. SundayKeys gives you 4 different instruments with the different patches that are available to you. Typically, you've got at least 4 instruments that you can access, and you've got a patch for a sub bass, and then your main output. So when you're doing your live stage performances, you know, you would just assign your knobs and faders to the different patches that are available in the SundayKeys layout. So I've got faders attached to all of the faders that are available here. Usually I use my Cord Nano when I'm on stage at the church. And so here in my home studio, I'm using the faders and the knob that are associated with my keyboard here, but on stage, I'm actually utilizing a Cord Nano. And it has been outfitted with the decals that come from Sunday Sounds in order to make it a little bit easier to see and a little bit easier to recognize because of the color coding, both on the Nano that I have as well as the color coding that already exists inside of SundayKeys. And all these things are fully customizable. You can still change them, change the colors, change the different layouts. But the purpose of these templates is that they are putting something together for you that helps you to skip the work of trying to create your own layout and a functioning layout that helps you do what you need to do during your live performance and really take control of the software instruments that you have access to. All right, so, and that's just, kind of what SundayKeys looks like. You end up with, again, 4 different instruments. Sometimes the sub bass may be assigned to some other sound, but at any rate, giving you access to at least 4 to 5 instruments that are going to be stacked together. And then you also even have this tonic function, which allows you to be able to create a drone that just kind of plays in the background. And this turns on a drone that just kind of holds in the background, giving you that great transitional type situation. So let's take a look at StageReady's app now. So now we're over in the StageReady template, and both of them again do a great job of skinning Mainstage and turning Mainstage into something that is better utilized for live performances on stage. Basically, you've got the drone pads that you have available to you, and then EQ and reverb and things like that to be able to affect those different pads. You've got faders and knobs that allow you to, on your computer, take control of it from your keyboard, right? Or whatever MIDI controller you want to use for that purpose. And so basically, you know, they work the same way. You've got access to the drones and so just great functionality. You've got the ability to use either one of these templates, and they're going to, along with the computer, take Mainstage and just take it to a whole new level for what you're trying to do with your live performances on stage. I do own both of these templates. Full disclosure though, I've had SundayKeys for a lot longer. When I bought it, I think it was about $40, and it was the best $40 that I'd ever spent on anything that was being utilized on stage during my live performances for our worship sets. And so it's been great. I got it a couple years ago, and now I have the upgraded version of it, and they may be going to a subscription type platform soon. I think that you can get StageReady for about $50. So why do I own them both? Really, it just comes down to the availability of what they call song-specific patches. One of the things that's really cool about these are the song-specific patches. So not only is it the sounds that you get and access to all of the instrumentation that comes with the instruments available within Mainstage, but also you can find song-specific patches, and these patches are laid out in order for you to be able to kind of put all of the instrumentation for a particular song right within your hands. And so with that, you're able to play songs and utilize more of the sound and instrumentation from the keyboard, as opposed to something like multitracks, the Play app with multitracks, where you can play back stems along with the worship set, or Loop Community's Prime app that allows you to play back music stems with your live worship set. So these song-specific patches put more of that instrumentation actually in your hands. So everything for the keyboard is in my hands for the keyboard. And as you get through different sections of the song, the patches are laid out and mapped in ways that give you more of the sounds that are upcoming to give the song dynamics and let the song build as you play through. By going to SundaySounds.com, you can take a look at their videos on either of the websites and get a better idea of what the song-specific patches do. But my reason for owning them both is because of the song-specific patches and what I have access to. So again, we just want to give you a quick overview so that you kind of have an idea of what these two templates can do to Mainstage and how it can take Mainstage to a whole nother level. So listen, we hope this video has been a help to you. And if it has, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.